Hello everybody, my name is SkyKiller63 and I'm here today to go through and do an updated tutorial on my ever so popular how to customize a super flat world. Today's version we're going to be using Minecraft 1.14.4, which is currently the latest release. They should be probably what they stick to for the foreseeable future. And then of course this is going to be for the Java edition. I'm not familiar with Superflat worlds on Bedrock, so I don't trust this if you are using any sort of Bedrock version. So again, this is for the Java edition. Basically what we're going to start out with is just here in the single player world. We're going to create a new world. I'm going to go ahead and just call it Superflat because that's fun. Make it creative. And then, of course, the purpose of this video is to customize the Superflat world. I'm going to go ahead and just make a seed real quick while I'm here. But you can see this world type right here. There's lots of different world types: Superflat, large biomes, amplified. I don't even know what buffet is. But what we're looking for today is, of course, Superflat. So let's go ahead and customize it. The first thing that pops up is just the default, grass, dirt, and bedrock. What we're going to do is we're going to click on presets here, and that's going to load that, bedrock, dirt. This here that we were just looking at is going to load it all right here into this thing. Now, of course, you can just click on any of these, and it will give you what you want, and it's got lots of different things here. But what we're going to do is we're just going to start all the way over. We're going to start from scratch, and I'm going to show you how to go from the very beginning. So I've got some links in the description, but they're basically they're the block names, the biomes, and the structure generation types, and those are the three main things that we're going to be focusing on today. So this first one, of course, is what blocks we're going to use. I always recommend starting with bedrock, so we're going to just go ahead and do that. Minecraft bedrock, comma. So that means my very first layer, which starts at the bottom, number 1, is going to be an entire flat level of the Minecraft block bedrock. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to some stone, is what I like to do next. So when I make a flat world, I am wanting to, mine on it and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how to do that for the most part today. So the next one we're going to want to do, let's say 40 layers of stone. So you're going to type the number 40 and then the star key or the asterisk, which is going to be Shift 8 on your keyboard. So that's going to be 40 times and then Minecraft stone. And that's just, the default stone. And then we're going to go with 5 layers of Minecraft dirt. Excuse my dogs one moment. And then we are going to go ahead and do a layer of grass block. And then we're going to call that good for all of the blocks in the world. So once you're done with one set, you have to put a semicolon at the end. And again, we're going to be doing blocks, biomes, and then structure generations. So next, of course, is going to be the biome. So the first link in the description is going to be to all of these blocks here, and it's going to look something like this. It's just the Minecraft wiki. It's got all of the blocks here. You can change it to alphabetical order. You can set it to the namespace ID, whatever you want, and it'll just kind of do whatever. But basically, you find what block you want. So if you wanted a block of emerald, you find that, and that is the name that you would put in. You would type in Minecraft Minecraft : emerald _ block, comma, and that's how you would get the blocks. The next one we're looking at is the biomes. So again, this is all for the Java edition. So biomes, we're going to be looking at this. This is what we're going to type in. We're going to type in Minecraft and then whatever biome here. You can only, as of right now, choose one biome for the entire Superflat world. So I think the most interesting one is just plains. It's nice, easily recognized, and we're just going to go ahead and go with that one. So again, that's just Minecraft plains. And then, of course, since that's the biomes that we're doing, it's going to be another semicolon. So the next one is going to be structures. And this is the next link in the description, which is going to be the Minecraft Wikipedia for structure generation options. And that's going to be all right here. And so, if you want some villages, there's a couple of different parameters or mine shafts, strongholds, and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and add some of those. I always add biome_1, and this one has a parameter of distance. So we're going to go ahead and add distance, and what I did here is I typed in the structure generation option, and then the parameters are going inside of parentheses. So distance equals, and it'll tell you here what the minimum you can put in, what the default is, if you weren't to type this in. So the default is 32. I want it a little more closer together. So I'm going to do 25, and then I'm going to end it and put a comma since we're doing another structure generation. So of course there's village, and this one has multiple parameters. So I'm gonna do size equals, the default is 1, but normal worlds have this set to 0, so I'm gonna set this to 2 because I like bigger biomes. And then since we're in the same spot, we're gonna go ahead and do distance, and the distance default is 32 and a minimum of 9, so we'll go ahead and do like 20. And then we'll close that parenthesis off. So you'll notice it's just size equals 2 and then a space in between each of the parameters. So then, of course, now that we're done with that one, we'll do comma. Decoration is a must-have for if you're planning on doing this in survival, because decoration is where ores are going to start generating. That's when the grass on the surface is going to be generating, trees, all that good stuff. It doesn't do caves or anything like that, I don't believe. Let's see, plants, ores, and similar features to be generated according to the biome type. So stone, dirt, grass, sand, or mycelium are required for most features, which is fine. So then let's go ahead and add another one. I'm going to go ahead and do dungeon since that's fun. And then I'll do mine shaft as well. This one has a chance, and the chance are in percentages essentially. But you have to type it in numerically. So like a 10% would be 0.10, or if you wanted a 50%, which I do not recommend, 0.50. What I'm going to do is 0.05, and that's going to be a 5% chance. And then that right there is it. I always like to highlight it using Control A and then Control C to copy it. That way, in case I did something wrong, I don't have to retype the whole thing. I just have to go through and find what I typed in correctly. So once you've typed out whatever you need, go ahead and click Use Preset. If you see the blocks that you typed in are correct, so you'll see I did 1 layer of bedrock, 40 layers of stone, 5 layers of dirt, and 1 layer of grass. Usually that means you have typed everything correctly and all of that is good. Important things, of course, to look out for are making sure that your commas are there, making sure all of your underscores are there, that you've typed everything correctly. Once you're done with one section, making sure that there's a semicolon, your parentheses, these are all of the very important parts that are easy to mess up. So those are just a couple of things that I would check for. And then, of course, you click Use Preset and then Done. And then I've already got a seed in here. So we'll click Done. I've already named it. Create New World. We'll wait for this to generate here real quick. And here you have it. You'll see we've got all of this here. We've got a chest with the starting chest, of course. And then we've got all of this terrain here. You can see that there's trees because we're in a plains biome. We've got the surface lakes and the lava lakes. They're a little more common than I'd like them to be, the lava lakes and the water lakes, but it's whatever. And here we can see our first village, one that we put in. And if I go into spectator mode, you can see below ground there's a mine shaft and some more lava villages and stuff. And if we come over here, you can see that there are, I'll grab a torch here. You can see that there's ores and stuff all in the wall. So there's redstone and coal and lapis and iron, and I didn't type any of that in. This is all naturally generating inside of the stone, which is awesome. You know, there's a cave spider spawner right here. Dungeons, I'm not sure how often those spawn or what it's required for those to spawn, but I'm sure they're around here somewhere. And then if we come back up here to our village, we'll see that it's a little bit bigger size-wise than usual. Let's find another one, see if we can get a better example. Should have put them a little closer. Aha, here we go. Taking just a second to load up this far away. Yeah, here it is, and you can of course make it bigger or smaller. It looks like this mine shaft generated a little high, so you might have to do some more tweaking and stuff like that with the mine shafts if you want it to not do that. Or, I mean, that's pretty cool. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, give me a shout in the comments. I'll try and do the best that I can in terms of troubleshooting, but for the most part this tutorial is pretty good. Just go back, rewatch it, make sure you're typing everything correctly, and you should be good to go. If you guys liked the video, of course leave a like, or subscribe, or both, you know, whatever you prefer. And I've been making lots of tutorial videos lately, and I've been having a lot of fun, so hopefully I'll continue to do it in the future. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful day.